Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Williams. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. On 3rd down, Branch. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Branch. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it. It's Mack. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Check 50, check 50.
On first down, Branch. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Staying on the ground with Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Play action. Now it's Lance. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Complete, it's Henry. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to run forward Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again here with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give right side. Branch, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, Branch, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Packers. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Williams now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Branch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Off of play action, here's Lance. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Hey, we got a seal, we got a seal, we got a seal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. And Lance now to throw. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And it's a Packers touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Packers could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 27. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
They thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this